Welcome to today's sports news update. Let's hear the headlines first. Nadal doesn't give a damn about tennis right now. Spurs have no intention of selling striker to Manchester United, says Kane. Zlatan surge of coughing fit, training with Swedish side Hammarby. Butler amazed by success of World Cup shirt auction. And Rakitic says don't treat me like a sack of potatoes. These were the headlines. Let's jump into the details news now. Rafael Nadal doesn't give a damn about tennis right now as the fight against coronavirus takes priority, said his uncle and former coach Tony. Tennis has been on lockdown since March when Indian Wells was called off due to fears over the spread of COVID-19. Wimbledon and the Olympics have also now cancelled for the summer, with the French Open rescheduling for September. Even that date is far from secure, though, and the same can be paid or said of the US Open, leaving tennis facing the very real possibility that it may not be able to resume until 2020. We, Nadal and I, were talking and he told me he doesn't give a damn about tennis right now, Tony Nadal said to Spanish media. That's logical if you have a little sensitivity. I said a few weeks ago that things were going to be totally stopped for a while. How do you want us to play tennis? It's unthinkable. It won't be played until there is a very clear security measure. If not, how do I go to an event? What if another wave comes back in October? How many countries won't make restrictions on movement? How long will lockdowns last? I don't know. Tennis is a sport that moves many people from one country to another. With the huge problem we have, all this has been forgotten. It's secondary. Coronavirus is what counts, not tennis, right now. It's one of those things I couldn't say yes, I couldn't say no. I love Spurs. I'll always love Spurs. But it's one of those things I'll always say if I don't feel we were progressing as a team or going in the right direction, then I'm not someone to just stay there for the sake of it, said Kane. Tottenham have no intention of selling Harry Kane to Manchester United or any other Premier League rival, Sky Sports News have been told. Recent reports have suggested Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy is willing to sanction Kane's departure to United for a world record fee of 200 million because of financial worries during the coronavirus crisis. Spurs Stadium cost around 1 billion and the pandemic is said to have grave financial reputation on all Premier League clubs with Tottenham moving early to furlong some non-playing staffs. Reports have also claimed Kane would be open to a move to United but Sky Sports News has been told to England captain will not be leaving for Old Trafford or any other Premier League rivals. Kane, who has been out of injury since January with a hamstring problem, has openly spoken about the frustration at so far failing to win trophies with Tottenham and says he is prepared to leave if the team does not progress. The 26-year-old is recovering from a hamstring injury but opened up to Sky Sports pundit Jamie Redknapp about his ambitions during an Instagram chat last month. Former Sweden forward Ibrahimovic, who is his country's record goal scorer and owns a stake in the top flight Stockholm club, took a full part in the training session that had a mixture of bright sunshine and brief showers of snow and hail. AC Milan striker Zlatan Ibrahimovic trained with Swedish club Hammarby as the global soccer shutdown caused by the coronavirus pandemic continues, and a brief bout of coughing did not appear to trouble him as practiced his shooting. Former Sweden forward Ibrahimovic, who is the country's record goal scorer and owns a stake in the top-flight Stockholm club, took a full part in the training session, had a mixture of bright sunshine. With Italy is lockdown and Serie A and other major league soccer clubs closed for the foreseeable future due to COVID-19 pandemic, Ibrahimovic returned to Stockholm, where authorities are taking a somewhat more lax approach. England wicketkeeper Josh Butler says he is amazed at the response so far to an auction for his Cricket World Cup final shirt to raise money to fight for coronavirus. Butler's shirt, which he wore when completing the last ball run out that saw England beat New Zealand at Lord's last year, is being sold to raise money for two specialist heart and lung cancers. With a day left until the eBay auction closes, it has already raised more than €65,000. There has been a day or so left on the auction as we will so hopefully we can raise a bit more, Butler said in a conference call on Monday. It's a very special shirt, but I think it takes on extra meaning with it being able to hopefully go to the emergency case. The 29-year-old said there was a personal link behind the decision to support the Royal Brompton and Hospital charity. His wife's aunt is head to pandemics at the Royal Brompton in London. Barcelona midfielder Ivan Rakitic has criticized his club for their recent treatment of him and for trying to force him depart last year. The Croatian had been at Barca since 2014 but has fallen out of contention this campaign due to the arrival of Dutch midfielder Frankie de Jong and has only started 10 of Barca's 27 La Liga matches. I understand the situation, but I'm not a sack of potatoes who you can do anything with, the 32-year-old told Spanish newspaper Mundo Deportivo. I want to be somewhere I feel wanted and respected. If that's here, then I'll be delighted, but if it's not here, else, then I'll be one who decides whether not anyone else. Rakitic confirmed that he refused to move to Paris Saint-Germain last year as part of a deal to bring Neymar back to the Camp Nou. He also spoke to his disappointment as losing his place in the team this season, but instead he wishes to see out his contract which ends in 2021.